What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Vercitorix gaming channel. Today we are back in Path of Titans and we are going to play a dinosaur that hasn't graced the channel in a long time. Now, this dinosaur is not originally from Dynasty, where we're playing at the moment. It's originally from Archaeos. And those that have watched my channel since the Archaeos days will hopefully remember this dinosaur as being one of my most aggressive dinosaurs yet. Good old Dreadnought the Daspletosaurus. Now, just to put into perspective, I haven't played Daspletosaurus since its TLC, so it looks a bit funky and a bit weird to me when you consider what the old model used to look like, and I used to love the old model. So it is going to be very interesting to see how we get on with Dreadnought in the new TLC model, effectively. Now, I realise he's not going to look exactly like he did in Archaeos, and I'm completely fine with that. But I want to see what we can do. We've started in the Hoodoo Expanse. Now, he is a Cathmeral dinosaur in this game. We're just going to do our skin like we always do. And we're going to go for a little bit more of a ambushy type skin this time, I think. I think that's the best thing for us to do. We're going to go for a little bit of an ambushy type skin. So we do have to just let me double check the dimorphism. So they're basically just slimmer with more vibrant coloration and more contrast. But they do say physical dimorphism is not mandatory for Daspletosaurus, but individuals differing may face difficulties in courtship. So a little bit more vibrant. So we want to be... Ooh, marbled, it might not be a bad shout. Maybe we go with, like, I want to go something... We go a little dark. We got a little bit of a green here. We've got a bit of a green. I'm not always 100% on some of these other skins. But we can find a nice colour palette to maybe build something from. Then maybe we can get a really good looking Daspletosaurus here. And that looks rather female to me. That does look rather female. Which is a little bit of a shame. Ooh, this looks like a nice skin. We might be able to get something here. So nice black. I'm gonna go with the green eye. See what colouring we can get on him. This doesn't look like it's changing. Oh, okay, I see what it's changing. I'm gonna go with this down here. Maybe a little bit of a yellow. If we do any dusty, sandy sort of areas. That's going up too bright. This is looking quite nice, this. A little bit of green maybe. Orange. Yeah, we'll go with the green. Yeah, we'll go with the darker eyes. Okay, apparently I've just got booted out of the game. And I bet it's going to take me ages to get back in now as well. Okay, so basically what happened there was the server crapped itself. And, yeah, it came back up straight away. It must have had a... It's put me in triad. Huh. So there must have been a rollback of some kind or something like that. But it's fine. We'll just carry on as if nothing happened. We're still hatchling. We're just going to boost up. It is dropping our hatchling stage back down a little bit, so that's nice. Now, we said we were going to look at, what was it, this one, Deadwood. And we were just on the verge of getting this skin right, weren't we? See, have we got it back? There we go. I think this is what we're going to go with. I think that's good. Maybe I want to take down some of the blue on this bit, maybe. Maybe bring it down a little bit. Yeah, I think we're going to go with this. Now, like I said in the intro, I haven't played... He's still only just got the bite. But yeah, like I said in the intro, it's been a long time since I played Dasp in general. So it's going to be interesting to see how we get on. We are a very aggressive... That lies I heard then? We are aggressive by profile. The profile does state that we are aggressive. The basic overview reads like this for Daspletosaurus. It's a large cathermal terrestrial carnivore, so he's quite happy to walk around both day and night. So we are gonna simulate sleep, but maybe not as much as what we did with the Pentaceratops video. Obviously, that video didn't quite go as smoothly as planned with that death at the end. Spoilers for those that haven't watched it already. Daspletosaurus form strong pair bonds that develop into lifelong pair bonds after 5 clutches, or adoptions together, or by mutual decision. So you actually have the choice on this one. Daspletosaurus are nomadic and establish small territories when nesting only. Daspletosaurus have an aggressive nature. However, when they're at big quill, they become tolerant. Daspletosaurus may not scavenge from claimed corpses and must contest for a body. Critters and abandoned corpses may be eaten freely. However, solitary individuals and orphaned young of adolescent or below may attempt to scavenge. So we can attempt some scavenging while we are at this size. Daspletosaurus tolerate albino and melanistic individuals. However, albinos within a guild are never permitted to court or join another guild and retain the lowest rankings. Albinos are only tolerated when born into their own guild. So, that's a little bit of an overview. They can have up to 6 adults, led by the biggest and most experienced individual. How that is broken up, I'm not 100% sure. I haven't completely read the profile, but I don't think you'll find anyone that knows every profile inside out and has read every single profile within any realism server. And if they have, I'm yet to meet one that has done that. So we are back in Triad again. So I'm thinking maybe this time, like I know we're walking this way, maybe this time we come round here. Instead of going up wilderness and across here like we did with the Penta, we come down here and come this way in, maybe. Now, questing, like I said in the last episode, it is a thing on Dynasty. It does accelerate your growth a tiny bit. I don't really feel like it's necessary to do that. Dinosaurs grow not super fast, but relatively fast enough that we don't necessarily need it. And I want to give a full realism experience, so there will be no questing. Any growth we do get will come from POIs, or if I run out of food or something like that. It's never going to be quest growth. I'm never going to do that. Not in this series of videos anyway. That waystone is so loud. That waste... Maybe that's not a waystone. The ambient... I don't know if you noticed it or if I said about it in the last episode, but I'm still not 100% with this ambient, you know. I can't tell what's what. I can't tell what dinos are what, whether it's an AI, whether it's just ambient noise, whether it's actually a player. I'm still not 100% on a lot of it. We have finally shedded into our skin according to the top right corner, so as we grow, that's going to improve. We are a little hatchling at the moment, so we do need to be a little bit careful of the AI. We saw in the last episode how the AI nearly destroyed my Pentaceratops. We want to make sure that doesn't happen this time with old Dreadnought. And we need to make sure that once we reach adult, if we do reach adult, that he plays that aggressive style that he had in Archaeos. And without any siblings, it's going to be hard to really simulate his aggressiveness. But the way I'm going to look to play him is I'm going to look at not backing down from anyone. If someone wants to fight me, I'm going to go for it. We can hunt up to apexes. So with the ability to be able to hunt up to apexes as a Daspleto, it kind of makes sense just to go for it on anything that tries to tries to attack us or we try to attack, we're just going to go for it. And we'll basically see what happens. There's a very good chance that Dreadnought's going to die very soon because I haven't, like I said, I haven't played Daspletosaurus for a long time. And it's a new model. I'm not used to it 100%. In fact, I know nothing about the new model. I know nothing about the stat changes that Dynasty have done to this dinosaur, whether they have or not. So it's going to be a whole new experience for, playing Daspletosaurus, which should make it more interesting as well, make it more fun to see what happens. While we're in hatchling juvenile stages, we're definitely going to run from anything. There's a very good chance that anything that does try to eat us will probably catch us and will probably eat us. So we're just going to attempt to run from everything and hide if we can. Bit hard to do when we're bright green on the head, but we're going to give it a go anyway. I'm hoping there's not going to be any Spinos in here. Spinos are quite aggressive around water spots, and there doesn't appear to be a Spino around here. This is also Utah territory as well. The Northern Lights Utah pack used to be around here. It's not around here at the moment. It's moved location, and I'm not going to disclose that location. Did I hear something there? Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm not going to disclose where the Utah pack for the Northern Lights is gone. You'll find out soon enough if I do a video on them very soon. The Utah pack isn't quite as active as what the Dynasty pack is in Northern Lights, so it's unlikely that we'll ever see the Utah pack on the YouTube channel, but we're going to continue with Lavana and stuff like that. We are going to continue with the Dynasty pack and continue to bring them to you, but the Utah pack is less likely, if I'm being completely honest. I'm not really enjoying the Utah profile on Dynasty, unfortunately. It was nice in sort of, it was nice when I originally read it, and then as I've started to play it, and a lot of things that I thought you could do as a Utah you can't do. It kind of just rubbed me the wrong way. Is that, speaking of a Utah, or a Danon or something, there's something over there. I'm going to go up this way, so it's going to assume I've walked through there. I'm going to go this way. Just have a little bit of cover from the bushes and stuff like that. So if it did spot me, it's not going to see me now. It has moved. Or it's not rendered in, one or the other. I don't know what it was. It had its tail in the air and something. I'm not going to take the risk anyway. I'm not taking any risks. We are now juvenile. We're slowly getting stronger as we go. But we're still not strong enough to take anything on. And I don't feel comfortable taking anything on at this point. Like, what do we actually get? Do we get anything at juvenile? Okay, we get tail. So we've got our tail attack, which is nice. That's very nice. Now I can hear something. That looks like another Dasp. Now I'm not going to go near that because it's going to cannibalize me, so we're staying away from that. That looked like another Dasp. Or maybe a Torvo. Could have been either. This is the nerve-wracking bit of realism servers. When you're playing at this sort of size, it's very quick to suddenly lose your dinosaur in an ambush, or if any predator sees you, even Deinonychus, if they see you, you're done for. It's always good just to stay on the more cautious side of things. Play between the bushes, through the trees. One of the best ways to survive in realism servers is just lay low, don't do any calls, don't do anything silly. If Very, very similar, really, to the way you would try and survive in officials, I suppose. You want to be quiet, you want to be out the way, you don't want to really be too loud until you're much older. That 48 seconds of growth is massive at juvenile stage. But you know me, I like to walk around, I like to be nomadic, I like to see what's going on. I'm going to try and stay alive a little bit longer compared to the Pentaceratops. Which I'm gutted about. Like, I was really hoping we could get a really nice hour video from that one and move forward with a really good little series on the Pentaceratops. Maybe we found a herd and, you know, stuff like that had babies and whatnot, but unfortunately that's not the way it goes. So we're going to try and see what we can do with Daspletosaurus instead. Maybe this will finally break the duck, so to speak, because I haven't managed to get a dinosaur to adult for a little while now. And it's because I play this style of obviously not, I mean, can I eat that? Assume not. There it is. There it is. Okay, so I assume rats are not huntable AI yet. Which kind of feels weird, like, if you're going to put them in the game, I kind of feel like you should at least make them huntable. You know what I mean? Like, feels a little bit odd, in my opinion. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's always more AI around. And bodies and corpses and stuff like that. We have already reached the Grand Plains. That was insanely fast. I wonder when they're going to rename this. Surely they do rename it. It can't remain the Grand Plains now. It's woodland forest. It's not a plains anymore. Not really. I mean, this bit kind of is a plains. But there's one thing I do have to check, though, before we go any further. I should really check what the preferred POIs are for Daspleto to make sure I'm not in the wrong areas. Okay, so everything north, everything to the east, but not Grand Plains, not Impact, not Triad. So everything, Whistling Columns, all the way around there, Big Quill, up north. Savannah and stuff like that, so we might take a little wander around there. I can't eat that toxic meat, so we're going to try and maneuver our way through Grand Plains, hopefully pass over into Birchwoods. I don't think Birchwoods is, just double check, I don't think Birchwoods is, yeah, okay, so Birchwoods is not part of the third POIs. So, we've got a little bit of walking to do before we get to our preferred POIs. Just wondering what the best way to do this is. Maybe the best way is to go up to here and cross here. They finally updated the map as well, which is nice. Maybe we do a crossing here and then cross here somewhere. I think that's the plan. Maybe we might be able to scavenge something on the way through Grand Plains. I have a feeling we're going to probably need to hide quite a lot through here. We are experiencing some heavy winds. It's so much more immersive now they've put wind on the trees and stuff like that. Like, look at the bend on the trees. Oh, I think I can get down that. Yeah, easy. We're going to go in between the trees. We're going to walk through all the tree lines. We're not going to come out into the open too much unless we have to. Look at the bend on that tree, my god. Just see if we can find... Oh, crap. I knew something was coming up behind me. But Feel fast. Why do I feel fast? This feels really fast for a Dasp. I don't remember it being this quick when I was growing Dreadnought originally. New speed? What is this new speed? Oh, look. A Pato. Still living around in the Grand Plains in these trees. I mean, fair play to it. There is a Stegosaurus by the looks of it as well. Just slow moving, ain't you, mate? Oh, okay. That's a lot of carnivores over there. That is a lot of carnivores. We're going to go down this way. Try and... There's a Anodonto up there. Yeah, I think we're going to go this way. Sort of cut down the back end here, I think. I think that's a bit too dangerous to try and walk around. I don't quite like the idea of that one. That will be a very early death. That'll be an even earlier death than the Penta video, and we're not having that. That's a Rex. This is like a little bit of a safer route around and out of Grand Plains. I think once we're in Birchwoods, our camouflage should be enough to hide us. I'm not quite sure what bison's going on. Now, we did see as we were just watching over towards where those carnivores were that there was a Utyrannus heading this way. We are just going to keep an eye out for him as well. Fingers crossed we don't run into him. Try and be a little bit more on the sneaky side of things. Don't quite fancy being Utyrannus dinner tonight. Now, I know a lot of things come down to this water source to drink. We do need to keep our wits about us a little bit while we're here. Just going to move a little bit quicker away from this water. And up into Birchwoods we go, out the way. Now, hopefully... That's going to take us into adolescence. Hopefully, we don't run into anything in here. What is that noise? Then we hear the trees go. Now, I'm not going to go across into Titan's Pass there. Kind of feels like a dangerous thing to do. I think we're going to just skirt around the edge. See, I told you I could hear something. Hear something. I don't know what it is. I don't know where it is. Kinda sounds like a herbivore. Four-legged. It's heavy, whatever it is. I don't think I can get up here to have a look. Nah, I can't get up there. There's spiders now as well. Oh, it's the stego from off Grand Plains. That was the stego we saw in Grand Plains. That's run from something. Probably the UT or the Rex or something like that. Either way, I'm not sticking around to find out. We have got new abilities to put on. Definitely something going on over there. We do have new abilities to put on, so we're going to find a little spot just to put them on. Somewhere where we're not so conspicuous to people walking in the path. Maybe here. Just while I have a quick okay, we've got a head, we've got shatter. Cannot trigger a full bone break. We've got heavy bite. We've got bone snap, which is like a fracture. We've got piercing. We're gonna go with bone snap. It's gotta be done. We're gonna put bone snap on this. We're gonna put tail attack there. Senses wise, we're not gonna be grouped with none of the tyrannosaurs. We deal 20%. That might not be too bad. Increases 20%. Bone snap now uses less stamina. That might be an idea. 15% more fracture damage. We're gonna go with bone snap with blunt teeth. The hide. I don't think either of these are really useful, in my opinion. Strong legs, brace legs is what I'd rather have. These two I'm not 100% on. This might work well if we're fighting on against other carnivores. So I think we're gonna go with this. See how we get on. It's been a long time since I played DAS, so there is a very good chance that I get killed instantly in my first hunt. That's a high possibility. The other possibility is that I find a pack maybe, or I surprise both myself and you guys by actually doing all right in a battle. That could also happen. It's unlikely, but that could also happen. It'd be interesting if that was to happen. Like, I don't feel confident playing DASP at the moment. And that looks very big. But it's one of the AI that runs. So we can get a nice quick meal here, a bit of AI. Keep the head on the swivel. It's a little... Oh, did I just kill its mother? Did I just kill the AI's mother? Kinda feel bad now. Kinda feel bad now. I thought that was another body then. I was like, what? No way there's another body. But Green Valley is one of our hunting places, so this could potentially be a nice little area for us to hunt when we get to Green Valley. But obviously, we've got quite a bit of growing up to do before we attempt to hunt anything. Quite a bit of growing up to do. I do want to go across this bridge. I'm a little nervous about swimming it. Because I don't know, since they've made the map changes, I don't know where the prime locations for crocs are. So I'm a little worried at the moment. Okay, this is not going well. Stuck. We're fine. I'm going to come down this bit here. This shouldn't be a cliff. should be quite easy for me to maneuver down. And that will give us a nice little path down to... I just missed it completely. Missed it. Oh, it is a cliff. Okay. Thought it had a little bit of a path down. That's fine, we can just walk round. We can walk round a little bit and... did that get me POI growth in Sharptooth? That's, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. These videos are going to give away that you can grow really fast. I mean, we're 27 minutes in. We're nearly halfway through Adolescent. And all I've done is walked around. So it gives away a little bit that you can grow relatively quickly on Dynasty servers. But all in all, like, I'm not purposefully trying to grow quick. What's that? Oh, that's Utah. Is that Utah? I don't know what that is. Something eating over there. Does sound like Utah. Gonna try and stay away from that if we can. What's the likelihood of there being a Deinosuchus here? We go for it, we go for it. Nothing that way. Nothing that way. This is like a prime spot for Deinosuchus, surely now. Gotta be right. You've got loads of dinosaurs that are swimming across between them. It's gotta be a prime location for Deinosuchus. It'd be silly not to make it a prime spot. Trying not to pass into Desolate Pass and get more POI growth. I mean, if we do get POI growth, we get POI growth. It's kinda as it is. And like I said earlier, Daspletosaurus on this server is cathermal, so I can keep walking at night, but I do need to sit down and rest at some point. So there will be like a 10-15 minutes where I do sit down and rest, just, you know, to role play that that realism aspect of the gameplay. And as per usual, I will cut that out unless something happens. You guys will have to let me know if you want to see a nocturnal dinosaur. There are a few nocturnal dinosaurs that we could play. Metricanthrosaurus is one of them. That is a dinosaur I do want to play. I've been wanting to play it for a little while. But like I said, the only issue with it on this server is the fact that it is nocturnal. And my friend that watches these videos has said that it might just be his phone or my phone or whoever's phone that watches at the time. But these videos do come across a little bit darker than they maybe should. If that's a thing, let me know. I can turn up the brightness when I edit the footage together. So definitely let me know if that's a legit thing, because if it is, then that's not very good, is it? You've got to be able to see what's happening inside the video, surely. Seems silly for you to not be able to see what's happening inside the videos. So I think there's a cave around here, but I don't know whether Dasp can get in it. I don't know if the cave's still here. Sure, there's a cave around here. It used to be. How long ago that was, I don't know. Sure, there used to be a cave around here. I mean, I could be way off the mark. I could be way off the mark here. I'm almost positive there was a cave here at some point. In fact, I think one of my episodes actually has this cave in it. I'm not sure which episode it will be, so I won't be able to go back and check. Is that it? Is that it? Is that just a... That's a cave. Have it... Oh, we're all... Okay, we fit, but I think by the time we grow, I don't think we're going to fit. I think we're stuck already. We are stuck already. That's good. That's great. Well done, Ash. This server having stuck. Oh, hang on. We're floating through. Let's just stop. We've floated through. So, you know what? We'll take it. We'll take it. But we will come around here a little bit more just to go to sleep. It's a little bit quiet around here. I think just like maybe here. Oh, another entrance into it. Let's not get stuck in there. Let's not get stuck in there. Let's not do that. But if you haven't seen that cave, it's worth noting that cave there. It's a little bit out the way here, so that might be useful for somebody at some point. I think we're going to sleep around here somewhere. Sand cavern's a little bit out the way. This isn't quite the route that I was planning to take, but hey, it's been quite scenic. We've seen a few dinosaurs. If you're wondering why I'm still coughing and stuff like that, sniffling and stuff like that, it's because it's the same day as the Pentaceratops video recording, and I'm still suffering with the hay fever. So, please bear with. Hay fever is... Imagine being allergic to plants. It's unreal, ain't it, really? I know I said I was going to fall asleep around here somewhere, but all my colours are coming in. You're looking good, Dreadnought. Maybe we sleep up here. Maybe just like here. I can't see anything coming here. Right. Sand caverns. How many things come to sand caverns? Not many, surely. Oh, gosh, my head floating. But yeah, so we'll come back when Dreadnought wakes up in a couple of hours' time. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes IRL, which has been plenty of time, really, for Ecathermal to just sleep for a bit. He can have another nap at another time, maybe during the day or something similar. But I want to continue moving along. I want to try and get some water. Our colour is really starting to come in now. We could kill this for a little bit of food, but I don't think we're going to. Can I no longer just walk around here like I used to be able to? Or is that just a thing that is in my head that we used to be able to do? I feel like we used to be able to just walk along. Oh, we can. Okay. So we can still do it. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that's not ever been changed. I mean, it might have been. Who am I? No, I wouldn't really know. I don't play around sand caverns very often. Now, Hot Springs, if I notice something change in Hot Springs, well, that's a different story. I play so much of Hot Springs. My sort of go-to area. But I suppose it will be my sort of go-to area. Being a Danon main and having the Danon clan in that area. God, the colouring is so good on this dinosaur. Now we're heading sort of towards Big Quill area. So we should, it's like, we're meant to be tolerant of each other here, so we're not at least going to be eaten by another Dasp here. So that's a positive. Still very much night time. I'm not sure what time it is, but it is still very much night time. Oh, I forgot about the POI quest again. I mean, we've wandered around. We've heard a lot of stuff. It's been fairly quiet, but we have heard a lot of stuff. Now, see, if I was doing POI quest, I'd quickly run over there, grab Green Hills, and then come back. But we're not doing that. But I do think we're going to reach Subadult before the end of this session, which is great. So, that's always a positive. And then in the next video you see of Dreadnought, it will be Subadult to Adult, and then hopefully we can find some stuff to hunt. Maybe find a little partner, maybe have some babies, you know, that kind of thing. That's the hope for it, anyway. We are tolerant of each other here in Big Quill, so that is hella positive. Gotta keep my eye out for anything else that might be around here that wants to eat me. Thought there was something over there then. Keep getting tricked from shadows. They trick my eyes. Just always jump to something. Always makes me jump. Alright, Snakey. I don't keep my head on a swivel enough. I know I've already been told about it in the past. Dalen actually tells me about it all the time, that I'm too blasé about the way I play. But I'm not oh, here we go. Still resting to get stamina. You're coming down to fight me. Oh, you can actually get in here? No. Oh, thank God. Something asleep in here as well. I'm going to push myself up against something. Try and stop my growth. There is something asleep in here as well. It's trying. Or is it stuck? Damn ramp. Seagull type sounding thing, that's gotta be a ramp, right? To be fair, I could go for this while he's stuck. Is he out? He's out. See, look. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. They should technically be on timer with me now, so they shouldn't be able to hunt me now. That was kind of lucky that cave was there. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to fit in there, though. If I'm being completely honest, I might not be able to stay in there much longer. The hunt is over, you know you can't hunt me. Not yet, anyway. Okay, they're going that way. I'm going back this way. We are not doing that. No, sirree. We are going back this way. Away from the hut. I think that was a ramp in there. Sounded like one. I mean, if I'm subadult, if I can get a bone snap on one, then there's a good chance I might be able to kill it. They definitely knew that I wasn't an adult. As the subadult stage reached. I mean, heck. That was a interesting way to end it. Pretty much with that, that those two hatses chasing me. So I think we're going to leave. We've just reached subadult. I think this is a good point to stop. And we'll come back next time with some more DAS stuff. And hopefully we can have a little cheeky hunt next time. In fact, let's just... you know, we've got to just turn the recording on. We've got to get a little bit of it. This looks like a nice little backdrop. And then we do a cheeky little... That's not as good as it used to be. That's better. There we go. There's thumbnail recording. But yeah, if you have enjoyed it, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave some comments about what you would like to see next. It helps me out massively when choosing dinosaurs. I know we've had an Kilo beta that has been requested in the previous video with the Pentoceratops. Also, let me know if you are enjoying this type of content now. I think it's easier for me to record. I don't have a lot of free time with work and everything else that I have going on in my life. So, to be able to get on, just play for an hour, barely edit it and upload it to you guys, and you have consistent content, I think that's much better for me in regards to, obviously, time management, and I think it's going to be a lot better for you guys as well with having consistent content a lot more often because it is just so unedited and so raw. But that is going to end it. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I can't wait to hear some of your dino stories. Have a brilliant rest of your day.